Hey guys, Bryn here, just doing a little bit of work, and I thought I would go through some of the plans that were submitted and just pick up some of the stuff that we need to adjust, etc. So I've tried to make sure you can't see any names or anything on these plans. So if you actually recognise your own plan, don't freak out. Or if I've accidentally left a name or something somewhere, don't freak out. This is only going to be in the private group. Nobody else is going to see it. But I just wanted to be able to use some real life examples to help some of you out with the planning side of things. So I'm specifically looking at the daily targets planner. So I'll bring the first one up here. Now, which one was this one? This one was, okay, so this one. So on this one here, we can see that first thing that stands out to me in a big way is the fact that over here we have raw sugar in 4 coffees. Okay, so 1 tablespoon, and it's down as 1 extra. And we've got another half an extra over here with the Thai sweet chili chicken. Now I'm tipping that might be something with the Thai sweet chili. That'd be something in the sauce. But what we've ended up with is 1.5 extras on this plan. Now, as you know, as part of the 28-day program, there are no extras to be had. So straight away we've got a big red light there that we don't want to be doing that. So okay, now the other thing is that with 4 coffees, 1 tablespoon of raw sugar, I think if you check on your Ready Reckoner, is actually 1 teaspoon is actually 1 extra. So it's not actually 1 extra, it's actually, I think, I stand to be corrected, that's actually 4 extras. So obviously that's a big no-no as far as the plan's concerned. So, okay, so off that one, that's what I just wanted to point out, is that we're looking at, you know, making sure we don't get those extras in. Now, I also notice on this one, 10 Cruskets with Vegemite. I haven't got a Ready Reckoner in front of me, but 10 Cruskets, is that only 2.5 starch? Does that sound right, Jimmy? That sound about right? Okay. 10 Cruskets, that sounds like a lot of Cruskets to have in one sitting. So, you know, perhaps what you could do there is, instead of having 10 Cruskets at night to make up your starch points, is you might actually have something, you know, for your morning snack or something like that. But that actually sounds like a lot of Cruskets. I'd find it probably hard to eat that many, to be honest, and I'm a big guy. So that's one thing that's just on this plan. So notice that we've got extras in this plan, and on our 28-day program there are no extras, so we've got to try and work out how to do that. Now, if you're somebody that just can't go without that coffee or the sugar in the coffee, talk to your trainer. We can help you out with that, with some alternatives, and work that out. Okay, so I'll move on to the next one. Okay, so on this one, what stood out for me on this one? Now, on this one was pointed out that we had some wheat bix at night here with no allowance for the actual exchange point. But I see now that I look at it a bit closer, it looks like the exchange point was just put in the wrong row. So it has been accounted for. However, one thing that does stand out to me on this plan is the fact that we're having a shake for lunch. Now, I'm not 100% against any shakes, but probably in my world, not really great to have one as a meal replacement, because you know, I would probably be more inclined to be having a shake, a protein shake or a supplement shake of some sort, as a snack replacement perhaps, rather than a meal replacement. So I'm noticing on this one that we're having a wheat bix with light milk for an afternoon snack. I think if you look at your metabolic jumpstart plan, we're looking at some trail mix, like some mixed nuts and some dried fruit in the afternoon snack. Now, there's a reason for that. The reason is we want to have our carbs in our snacks earlier in the day rather than in the afternoon. Our afternoon, if we remember the metabolic campfire model, the metabolic campfire tells us that we don't want to be putting kindling on the fire in an afternoon snack. So we want to be leaning more towards bigger logs, which are like our good oils and proteins. So On this plan, personally, what I would be doing would be having this salad that we're having as a snack. I'd be having that for lunch. So perhaps swap the shake out to the morning snack, have the salad for lunch, with maybe have a salad sandwich, which is going to pick up one of these starch points that you need to have. So wholemeal bread with a salad would be a better lunch than a shake. Have the shake with an apple for morning tea, and get rid of this Wheat Bix in the afternoon, and instead have some trail mix, some nuts and fruit. So remember that your plan and the targets that you're hitting, it's not just hitting the targets in any order, it's hitting the targets in the order that Matt would like you to hit them, okay? So again, look, nothing's perfect, don't panic. If you recognise this is your diary, don't hit the panic button, but there are some tweaks to be made on that. So if you recognise this is your diary and or you can get something from that, then talk to your trainers, okay? Okay, and the next one, okay. So the next one, now this one here, if we go to day one. Okay, so on this one, it's a little bit of a mix match, and I'm not really sure whether either this person is a little bit confused about how to do it, or something's gone a bit pear-shaped. I'm not really sure what's happening here, but as we can see, we've got the targets down here. We've got 5, 2, 2, 1.5, 3, 5. The targets, we're way off on all these targets here, so we haven't got enough veggies in our targets. We're 3.5 down on our veggie target. We've got no fruit, so we're down on that target. Our dairy's way off. I actually have a feeling that this was actually a bit of a demo fill-in when this person did a one-on-one session early on. So I'm perhaps just going to assume that that's the case. So I'm just having a look here at day 3, which looks like they've actually hit their targets. So I'm assuming that day 3 was actually the one that is the daily plan. I'm not sure, only that person would be able to tell. So I can see here just on this plan, all looking pretty good on this. We've got the Wheat Bix skim milk, boiled egg and an apple, and then up here we've got a yogurt and the almonds. If it was me, I would swap that egg with the yogurt. I'd put the yogurt in the morning and have the egg in the afternoon. So we're having our healthy oils and proteins in the afternoon, and having our more carbohydrates like our fruit and our yogurt in the morning. So you're still hitting the same targets, but you're just doing it at a different time of day, which is going to make your energy levels, etc., a lot better. But overall, that's very, very good diary there, very good indeed. So Wheat Bix with milk with fruit for brekkie, boiled egg and apple for snack, tuna salad for lunch, some almonds and some yogurt for afternoon, some vegetable soup and a bit of bread in the evening, and some Vita Wheats with hummus later on that night. So that's really good. That's a really good effort there on that one. Okay, so okay. Now the other one is that we did notice on this one is that the targets were different each day. So we're a little bit confused about what the actual targets were. So on this one we had 5, 2, 2, 1.5, 3, 5.5, and on this next page the targets had changed. So we're actually, and then they've changed again on the 3rd day. So we're actually not 100% sure what the targets are meant to be on that one. So just make sure that you are checking your personal targets on your plan to make sure that you're following the right ones. Okay guys, so that was just a little brief overview of a couple of things we found. I just thought I'd do it as a video so that everyone can get the benefit rather than just going back to the individuals. And then not everybody gets the benefit of that. All right guys, you let us know if you're having any problems at all.